Tony Spolutini, co-owner of Spolumbo'S Fine Foods and Deli. Tom, Mike, and I were playing on the Stamps together, which was pretty cool.
A spectacular fall afternoon in Calgary, where the Stampeders and Argos are set to meet in what should be a great football game in southern Alberta.
Two cousins and a really close friend.
From the 3-yard line here, got a good block from Tony Spolutini, and then he absolutely runs over Chris Gaines.
Tom and Mike finished playing ball the year before me, so they were kind of doing odds and end jobs. Tom and Mike, had this idea that they wanted to create an authentic Italian sausage and take it to food service.
We decided to get on with our careers and we came up with the idea of making a family-style Italian sausage.
You can see the crew is working away on our chicken sausage. We use a boneless, skinless chicken thigh. We're monitored by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. We're really proud of what we're doing here.
We went to our old teammate, Greg Peterson, who's still our lawyer today. Greg goes, why don't you guys just combine your last names? We're thinking Palatini or Spolumbo'S. We thought, Spolumbo'S, it rolls off the tongue.
Tom and Mike basically came up with the standard spicy and mild that is still our front runner today. And so we got a good chunk of the recipe from the Tuda family, and then we topped it up with our own family influences, the Spolumbo'S, the Spolutinis. And then we found this little deli down the street called the 9th Avenue Deli that was for sale. And it had an old German hydraulic sausage stuffer that you could fit 100 pounds. For us, that was like an upgrade. So we bought this old deli, and then we kept the front end where we started coming up with cutlet parmigiana and the Spolumbo special. So we did sandwiches in the front, and then we would make sausages really, really early in the morning. Then Tom would go deliver.
It was a tough go at the beginning because there wasn't really anything on the market that was along those lines. No one at that time really had a gourmet sausage, low fat, just pork and spices.
And what's really funny is in the early years, the deli and the catering actually made more money than the sausage. But then once the sausage got out that, hey, the Spolumbo'S has got some great sausage, and then you get into the grocery store and we start doing the Millerville market, and that the sausage just took off.
About 70% of our sausage is made out of pork, and the 30% is mostly chicken. We do a little bit of bites and a little bit of venison. Whatever we bring in fresh, we produce, and it goes out that day or the next morning. After they're done and packaged here into their cases, they're either gone into our storage cooler, which gets picked for orders, but most of them get assembled on the loading dock on skids, and they'll go to different retailers, distributors. Distributors are big for us.
When we opened this place in '98, and then Mike basically ran the plant, went and got the sausage equipment from Italy, and that, it was like going from a 10-speed to a Ferrari. We didn't quite have the big accounts, so what used to take all day to do with the hydraulic, the plant would get it done in probably 2 or 3 hours. And then slowly you start getting the food service accounts because you're federal now. Co-op was really good at promoting local. You start getting into Safeway, Sobeys, GFS, and some of the other food service companies, and now the plant's going at a pretty good clip.
Something that we adopted very early when we were able to afford it is being able to give back. And we really try to focus on kids. I think it's a big part of who we are. We're very proud of it.
No matter what sport I played, or Mike played, or Tom played, you always saw so much generosity in the community, in the corporate world, and with the parents. We just felt that if we were ever in a position to give back, we wanted to. And that's why to us, children's charities and youth sports are a priority for us.
Coming from being local kids and playing high school football here and on with the Stampeders.
Gary DeMann.
We gotta go, we gotta hit people, we gotta really work in.
Peter Cannellan, these guys were like my father. Whether you were backup or a starter, they treated everybody the same.
You know, we have a pretty good culture here where most of the employees have been here a long time.
No matter what your position is at Spolumbo'S, you're important to us. When you create that team environment, that's huge.
Really try hard to get everybody a decent experience when they come in here.
Our homes were always open. Your home, my home, you know, the neighborhood, whoever came over, your mom, dad always had lots of food for anybody. That's what we want to be here. You're never going to go hungry, and we accept everyone. We just want you to come here. It's a safe place to eat, have fun, visit with friends and family.
You know, we had this vision when we started, being a popular place to sit down and enjoy lunch, and our sausages being all over Western Canada.
The odd time when you faced adversity, it was kind of like, hey, we're going into the fourth quarter, and we're going to make a comeback. We're not going to give up. We're going to persevere. I think that not giving up attitude got us to the next level.
32 years later, here we are, we're still going.